Hi, I'm Jessa,
And I'm Alex.
and this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Spider-Man 2, the extended edition. Didn't know there was an extended edition of this.
Me neither.
I'm
I
on
don't
it.
know what's in there, but gonna find out. I probably will notice extended scenes. I'm guessing you won't since you said you've
I think
seen
I've
it
only seen
once.
this one once. So a lot of this reaction is going to be fresh for me, extended edition or not. I haven't not watched it for any particular reason, but I'm
Just
excited to
haven't.
watch it again now with
Yeah,
you guys.
this is a great one. I'm very excited to watch it again. It has been, like the first one, several years since I've watched this one. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched our Spider-Man 2002 reaction, it's on our channel. This was a big favorite around my house. My brothers and I watched this a lot. And there's a moment in it that they play Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. And my brother would sing that constantly because of he and his best friend. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah, so I love this movie. I'm excited to watch it again, and I think pretty much everyone agrees it's the best of the trilogy. I don't know, something about early 2000s superhero trilogies where the second installment was the best one.
I
I don't know
did
what that
hear
is,
a
but
lot of, or here, I heard you guys in the comments. I saw a lot of people in the comments say that this is perchance the best superhero movie of all time, which I would feel like now, having watched a lot more superhero movies as an adult and being in, I feel like the Marvel superhero fandom, I have a better judge of that than certainly
yeah,
when I watched it the first time. So
yes.
I'm excited to see if all of that hype really holds up. Stay after the program if you want to see us talk about our favorite superhero movies of all time.
Yes. Oh, point
2.1.
one. Oh, fancy.
Stop! You're a nice guy, but you're just not dependable.
Theme stated.
What are you, stupid?
Peter, your spidey sense is truly a fair weather friend.
It would be a lot faster if you just swung those pizzas, buddy.
Whoa! He stole that guy's pizza!
You know that they're going to arrive with all of the toppings slid over to one side of the box.
Yes. Thank you. Well, they're going to give a bad review.
Peter, shut the door. Just stop. I can't watch it.
This is me anytime I'm trying to get more than two things out of my car. I literally am a disaster person. The person watching me try to return things at the Target today, I hope you enjoyed the comedic relief.
Isn't there any of these shots you can use? I really need the money.
Miss Brandt,
Yes.
get me a violin.
Hey, chin up, okay?
People wondered why we didn't mention that was baby Elizabeth Banks, and I said because I can never remember her name. My brain just gives me an assortment of Jennifers, and I'm like, none of those are right. None of those are her name.
Oh my god, Peter.
I want to be here.
Then be here.
You're doing way too much, Pete.
How's the play? I read a great review.
It's going fine. It's going good.
She's brilliant in it.
Harry sent me roses.
Octavius is going to put Oscorp on the map in a way my father never even dreamed of.
MJ.
All right, Ramses, calm down.
Yeah.
I don't have time for girls right now.
Yeah, you really don't have time.
Peter, don't you understand how I feel? I want this guy dead.
Yeah, that's why I can't tell you who he is.
I think to myself at times, were I to face the one responsible for what happened, I don't know what I'd do.
Again, that actress.
I liked seeing you tonight, Peter.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy.
I
Words, Peter.
Angst.
I'm seeing somebody
Ooh.
now.
Oh. Therapy. Nothing. That's good, you know? Companionship.
Maybe more than that.
She's trying to tell you that door is closing.
I'm gonna come see your play tomorrow night.
Don't say it if you can't do it, Pete.
Don't disappoint me.
I won't.
Hi, Pete.
Oh no.
Nobel Prize, Otto. Nobel Prize.
Oh, God, Harry's unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to get a woman to fall in love with
You go to her play on
feed her
time.
poetry.
Thank you.
Poet upon a prairie. Write a screen roll.
You don't have time for this. Do your homework. Peter! She already likes you. You're not trying to win her over, Peter. You look handsome, Pete.
What's your green vegetables?
That's what my mom is always saying. I just never actually believed her.
You might want to.
This asshole.
No one will be seated after the doors are closed.
It helps maintain the illusion.
Ew, why are you talking to him like that? This is the worst usher ever. Also, that is not any standard Broadway seating ever. So, oh.
You're a person given a very tiny bit of power.
You at least go
Outfit.
over and explain it to her, Peter.
I just don't know if you drop a spider from that height if it survives.
Classic sequel loses his powers. The plot that I remembered of this movie has completed. I remembered that he doesn't make it to the play. It was the only thing that was important to me at the time.
It doesn't help. I do that all the time.
Slow elevator.
Okay,
What?
guys, we do not need
Guys.
to keep a whole improv scene in this.
Guys, why did we
Oh,
edit
no.
this scene? Like, how was that not in rough cuts? This is also how I take notes. You're in a nationwide ad. You can't paint those walls, girl. What's going on?
Right.
What?
I like how this isn't his big moment. This isn't the thing he wants to show everyone.
No.
Happy to pay the bills, Otto.
Ew. Why is Harry the worst?
It's clearly time to turn it off.
Turn it off.
It will stabilize! It's under control!
No, it is not.
I'm in charge here!
Oh,
It's my
yes.
money! I'm in charge!
This doesn't change anything.
I'm going to go ahead and say that was not the success that he planned.
Cut off these mechanical arms, slice up the harness, and if need be, consider a laminectomy.
I don't think they're going to like that. Those arms. Oh my god. Suddenly we're in a horror movie. We're an alien. I don't know if he's the best subject of your paper anymore, Peter.
I love that the arms all copy him. They're kind of like toddlers, really.
New villain in town. Doc Ock.
Very important to have a good villain there.
My Rosie's dead.
And my Rosie lies in ashes. Oh no.
We're just gonna sing a lot of Sondheim tonight. We just gotta live with it.
Yes. We could rebuild. Enlarge the containment field. Make it bigger and stronger than...
I don't think so. I don't.
Steal it? No, no, no. I'm not a criminal.
But we are, Father. We are. With our help, you can have all the money you need. Think about all the good it will do.
I don't know why I wasn't asked to be the voice of the arms.
It was beautiful work.
Power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Nothing will stand in our way.
Oh, wow.
Glorious.
Impeccable.
That's why you get theater actors.
Yes.
I'm giving piano lessons again.
You are?
Ow. Oh, ow.
what's with the disguise? We all know who you are. You're the only one with metal arms.
No, come on!
Why are your webs malfunctioning, Peter?
Hold your fire! Don't follow me.
Peter, I'm just gonna tell
Old
you,
woman.
you have really bad track record with catching women as they fall, so.
Peter, go get Aunt May! How do you fight a man with too many arms?
Shame on you.
Yeah, Aunt May! That was incredible. So proud of her.
I like that he stole money,
Yes.
though. What's he gonna do? Like, go to the store with his piles of gold and his 8 arms?
Right.
Oh, here, get a shot of the mayor and his girlfriend. Wife.
After all these years, he's nothing to me but an empty seat.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's gonna leave a mark.
Pisses me off your loyalty to Spider-Man and not to your best friend. Find him with my father's body and you defend him because he's your bread and butter.
You're a lot going on right now.
Huh, brother?
Oh my god. Peter, you're having a rough night.
Mary Jane Watson has just agreed to marry me.
And it just got rougher.
She warned you, Pete. She said,
Okay.
don't disappoint me. And she said it could be more. You're losing your Spideys, Spidey.
What's your major? Theater arts?
Science.
Connors?
Just science. He majored in science. Nothing's worrying.
Think about what?
Picking up where we left off.
Where was that? We never got on. You
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand.
I'm not an empty seat anymore.
Peter, just because you're not Spider-Man doesn't mean you can't not be an asshole. You can still see a man being beat up on the street and try and help him. That is something that you're able to do that a normal human would do.
For what?
For what happened to Uncle Ben?
But you were at the library. You were doing your homework.
He drove me to the library, but I never went in.
What do you mean?
So I let him go. I held his hand when he died.
He had to tell her that guilt was gonna weigh on him heavy for, I mean, like it still will, but that was.
Yeah.
How do I find him?
Peter Parker.
Wow.
Parker?
You're a great
Takes
friend.
pictures of Spider-Man for the...
Don't
Although,
worry.
to be honest, a lot of this is Peter's fault for not even just having a lie. Really, even as somebody in our comments mentioned, the Green Goblin killed your dad. There you go.
Right, like
the mugging in the alleyway was actually the more appropriate time for a civilian to suddenly jump in.
Yes,
than a burning
Peter.
building.
Again, I'm not trying to judge anybody's parenting, but how do you get out of the building without your child that's that young?
It could be like each parent thought the other one had it, you know?
Yeah. My God!
This child maybe is also a superhero?
Excuse me? Pardon me? Are we to believe that 3-year-old lifted him? She got hit with the compound V. What if this movie was just about how he became a fireman? He stopped being Spider-Man to become a fireman.
He's like, I can still do good, even without being a superhero.
But you made a brave move in telling me the truth. And I'm proud of you. And I thank you.
Your good Aunt May.
Where are all my comic books?
Oh, those dreadful things. I gave those away.
He's like, boy, that was hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. That's okay. I guess I can't say anything about it right now because I just got forgiveness.
I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble.
I could watch this woman act all day. It's not a great face. I don't think so. Oh! Yeah.
Lean your head back for me.
Put my head back?
Yeah, just do it.
Oh no,
put my head
honey. Oh no, no, no.
I'm back on the moon.
And she's back in an alleyway.
Yep.
I maybe rushed into things.
Drama with these two.
What are you saying?
I'm saying
Are you kidding me? Peter!
I thought I could be there for you, Mary Jane. But I can't.
You begged her to end her marriage.
Do you love me or not?
Just say you do, Peter. Right now.
Don't.
What the fuck? Spidey senses are back.
Find him. Or I'll peel the flesh off her bones.
See, Peter, how Mary Jane is always in danger no matter what? He needed something to believe in.
You really need a therapist. Your powers literally don't work if your head's not right. Ow! Oh, good.
21 gigawatts!
I don't think pushing the button is gonna help. Oh.
Any more bright ideas?
Your idea was to push a broken button, sir.
Yeah.
So lose the attitude.
We found something.
Good to have you back, Spider-Man.
Mine!
If you want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And me.
Me too.
Okay, but guys, he will go through you, so... Was that necessary?
She'll die along with half of New York. Now, where is he?
Peter, you killed my father.
No, I didn't. We don't have time for this. I should have told you a long time ago, but I'm a big old dummy. Where's MJ?
Got what you needed for your little science project. Now let me go.
She's missing her shoe.
Hang on, Mary Jane!
Yeah, she doesn't have much of a choice, Pete. Oh. Oh. Good thinking. Okay.
Appreciate the thought, though.
He said
That's how
I
Goblin
majored
died.
in science.
Now what?
That's not the pose we like to see our heroes in.
This is really heavy.
So move, MJ.
Yes, please.
You do love me.
I do.
Yes. Now this will fall on us and crush us if you don't move yourself. Oh, she couldn't move.
Spider-Man will always have enemies. I can't let you take that risk.
She's already taking it when you weren't together.
She was in this mess because of Peter Parker, not because of Spider-Man.
Oh, look at her sad, cute, perfect face. Oh my god.
I used to feel sorry for Harry, but I guess this is being older. When you're a teen, you have a lot more patience for...
When you're a teen, you forgive a lot for a pretty face.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Who's that?
I'm here.
Dad?
Look harder.
Peter, I can't survive without you.
You shouldn't be here.
Too bad I'm here.
Can't you respect me enough to let me make my own decision? I love you. So here I am, standing in your doorway. I've always been standing in your doorway.
Here I am, standing here, loving you.
Go get him, Tiger.
Ooh. Another great one.
Yes.
So good.
Yes. Like that would be fine as a two-part series. I think that's a perfectly good ending to that Spider-Man story. You know, it's a good arc for him. He kind of comes full circle from the first movie, where the first one was about him having to learn how to take responsibility and not be selfish and to let something go. This one, it's about him learning when things are out of his control, and that Mary Jane gets to make her own decision, and it's better if they make their path together. I mean, obviously it sets up for a sequel, but I think it's a perfectly decent ending for it.
Me too. I actually wanted to talk on how this movie, I think, is more grounded than the last movie. Because for me, it felt like this was a movie about Peter's internal struggles and him coming to terms with himself. Like the big climax is him and Mary Jane, like you said, solving that issue and together. Like we were like 30 minutes out from the end of the movie. That's dramatic, but when Doc Ock really like discovers that he needs to be in control again, you know, and decides to like pull the thing down into the lake, and it would be like a very anticlimactic ending for our big bad, but it's not. It works great because the movie like really isn't about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's about Peter. Like Doc Ock serves to show Peter the necessity of Spider-Man in the same way that Aunt May with the little boy was showing him the necessity of Spider-Man and the train and the kids giving him his mask back. It's all about him and his relationship with that role in his life. And like any like early 20s young person having to like figure out what's important and prioritize the person you want to be.
What is in your control and what isn't, because there's so much. I think that's a big struggle that Peter is having in the first half, is so much of the world is out of his control. He can't get places on time because he can't control. I mean, he technically can control whether or not he chooses to fight crime, but he feels out of control. He feels like there's so many things he has to do and he can't control what happens about them, and everything is so overwhelming to him, and he can't control his feelings, and he can't control what his relationship should be with Mary Jane, and he can't control the past that happened with his aunt and all of that. And I think there's an interesting journey of him learning, like, yeah, there are some things he can't control, but there are things he can, and he can. And I think that's kind of what Doc Ock shows too, right? Doc Ock is kind of taken over by this force of nature that is the tentacles, and then he is able to
he says
control.
No, you listen to me now, you'll listen to me now. Which
the sun is like a thing about control. It's a thing that it swells beyond what they can control, and it ends up they have to drown it. I don't know. There's something in there about like not letting passions, which I think is what Harry is doing,
Harry's
letting
whole
his
plot
passion,
too, right?
yeah, control him. But then there are things that you can control. You can't control whether or not some maniac is going to take Mary Jane and put her in danger, but you can control whether or not you guys are facing it together,
Or whether or not you let yourself be happy.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's a really good movie, obviously. It really felt like a first watch for me. I remembered so little of that movie.
Yeah. Forever and always, the train scene has to be a top 3 superhero moment of all time. It's
when they
so
carry
beautiful.
him
Yes.
and just take them under his wing.
Yes. He's just a kid. It's so beautiful. So
Looks
good.
like my son. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that moment.
Doc Ock, obviously amazing performance. Can't wait to get him back.
Yes. Very excited for that. It'll be interesting to see, like, I'm very interested to see where he is in his timeline too. Is this a, like, maybe
he has to
it,
be after, because he knows who's Peter is, because he says, you're not Spider-Man. So it must be a post reveal.
so that he basically has to be like pulled out of the river.
Yeah.
Basically, before he can drown. That's interesting. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Come back next week. We will be watching Spider-Man 3. It's been a long time for me, and Alex has never seen it, so. And please be sure that you're subscribed to our channel. Give this video a like. You can hit the notification button so that you know when we have new material coming out, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know if I could say it was the best of all time. I mean, to me, you have to take like impact into it, which to me means it's got to be Superman 78, because not only is it the first like great one, but it impacted every superhero movie that came after it. So for me, it's got to be Superman 78 based on impact alone. But X2 is up there, Spider-Man 2 definitely. Maybe like a Tim Burton Batman I might throw in there, a Dark Knight. Gosh, I don't know. The MCU movies are so controlled in a way that has been excellent for creating a mega franchise beyond what we've ever seen in like the English film world. But I do think that has constantly kept filmmakers from making like a truly transcendent movie, because they're always, if nothing else, by the third act they're always yanked back into that like big smashy battle set up for the next movie thing.
Definitely. I think Black Panther is up there because
that's the one I was like,
it diverges enough away by going into like a completely different culture from the MCU that it like really has the freedom to be beautiful in its own right. So I would put that up there. But
it actually is having a thing to say.
Yes.
Which is nice.
I think culturally the same way about impact, right? I feel like Black Panther deserves to be up there just because of the impact it had. But
no, that's fair. I mean, there are definitely for me MCU movies that rate much higher than the other ones. I think for most people the top 3 is going to be like Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think people like the first Cap too. I think people enjoy that one.
There are a lot that people like. Those in any like ranking list I've seen, those tend to be the top 3 in like various orders.
And then I think people give the first Iron Man some cred because it's the first.
It definitely matters for starting the MCU.
And I think new to the crew, Shang-Chi goes up there for me because
I watched that with the fam over Thanksgiving. I was so excited to share with them
because I think that movie is truly beautiful and they do a lot of like amazing things with it.
If WandaVision was a movie instead of a TV show, it would absolutely be in my top. Might be my top 3. Might drive out Winter Soldier. Whoa, that's a big step for me.
You love Winter Soldier.
I do love Winter Soldier. Anyway, this has been MCU and other superhero talk with Jessa and Alex.